products, top reorder product, hugely popularly reviewed product on hsn.com. And today we have it at special savings. This is called an April special savings event. So this is for the month of April. We are offering you these choices. Is that right? Or maybe we carried over the April special savings.
Yes,
nice.
Just like our today specials. We're not raising our price on our monthly specials, which is especially important on CoQ10, because when we're talking about CoQ10, it's an ingredient that I mentioned back in October, that unfortunately the price of CoQ10 hadn't just doubled or tripled, it's more like quadrupled, quintupled, the cost of, but because we made sure we stocked up and had a supply coming in, we've been able to hold our price. I'm not sure when we do a Today Special at the end of the year, it's going to be as good as this price, being completely frank. So, and we held on to our monthly special just because of what's going on in the world. So we're doing our best while supplies last. We continue to hold the price on our special Today Special. And if we have special sizes, we're doing the same as well. And CoQ10, I often discuss or debate whether the most important single product of mine to start with is Essential 1, our multivitamin, or CoQ10, because our CoQ10 almost behaves like a multivitamin, because it has, for those of you looking for a separate vitamin C product, we have separate levels of vitamin C here. We also have separate levels, 200 milligrams of CoQ10. When I introduced CoQ10 36 years ago, 36 years ago, long before anyone else, it was 30 milligrams a capsule. So it's now literally 7 times more per capsule. So now you're getting a week's supply in your daily supply. So that gives you a sense of how affordable it's become. You also get a full stress B-complex. So at this time of life, we're now looking for stress B vitamins. We're looking at our separate vitamin C. We're looking at our CoQ10 because you can't make energy without it. Each of our cells require CoQ10 to function at our best, which means each of our organs and tissues comprised of those cells, those organs need CoQ10 to function at their very best to support you and protect you. So there really is no more timely a product all the time than CoQ10. And again, as I said, I doubt I'll be able to preserve this kind of pricing. I hope I can for the Today Special. But it's only if this CoQ10 supplies we have last that long, which I'm not sure they will. So we'll be forced to go back into the marketplace. And pricing, as I've said, is about 5 times more than it was.
Exactly. I think the largest one, for example, there's about 3,000 total of these left. That's all 4 of the different sizes. So definitely, if you did not have a chance to order it previously, this is the chance to do it. You're getting that same amazing price. That's very special pricing. For example, the 240 caps, you're saving $80 today. $40 off the 120, $20 off the 60, $10 off the 30 count size. Everything's free shipping, of course, and everything comes with a 3-month return policy. So if you aren't taking Andrew Lessman CoQ10 yet, try it. You will love it. If you already know you love this product, this is a great time and a great place to stock up and get the big one if you'd like to, or any other size that you need. But it's really an exciting product, I have to say. It's one of those products that the more you read about the benefits of CoQ10, the more it makes you so happy that you're taking it. It's found, literally, you use the word ubiquitous. It's found in every single cell in our body. A cell needs it to be alive, right?
Well, it's funny you use the word ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means something is found everywhere, because the chemical name for CoQ10 is ubiquinone, because without it, our cells can't produce energy. And what's interesting about our bodies, and I repeat this all the time, because a lot of folks who I consider really think about and understand the way our body works well, they find this to be a surprising fact when they really think about it. That when we think about our world, say the energy here, we have a couple of lights here, the energy for those lights comes from a power plant. And that's how it works. We get power from a power plant. It's called a distributed power system. Our body doesn't have a distributed power system. Every single cell in our body has to make all its own energy. So every cell in our body must have ubiquinone, must have CoQ10. It must be ubiquitous, or those cells are, for lack of a better term, dead. If you're not transferring the electrons that give those cells the capacity to make energy, which is the capacity for us to live and do work, then those cells are not alive. So again, CoQ10 is critically important, not just to the energy we need to survive, but the energy that those cells and tissues and organs need to function at their very best. The difference between survival And thriving is really a measure of the energy necessary for those organs to function at their very best. And as I said before, our CoQ10, it's virtually perfectly reviewed, but it gives you that separate vitamin C. It gives you that separate full B complex with our unique B12, our unique folic acid, our 5-MTHF, the most sophisticated B12 in the world, and then the most sophisticated CoQ10. So there's really nothing like it. It is always the best CoQ10 in the world, especially nowadays. It's the most perfect and comprehensive CoQ10 in the world, bar none.
There it is, and I was just informed by Pat, so we had 14,000 of this large one. We are down to fewer than 1,000. I'm imagining
Ouch.
that we can go into some kind of an advanced order on this once we get through the final quantities, but if you're thinking about buying it, this is your best time to do it, because why not? You're getting, you're getting extra special savings. Andrew carried over the monthly special from April because he really wanted to be sure everybody had a chance, had the opportunity to get the biggest savings on one of his most popular and probably one of your most important, would you say it's one of the most important things for us to supplement, Andrew?
I would say it's foundational. Yeah. That whether you look at, some people would say, what's the most important single capsule I make? Some would say Essential 1, others might say CoQ10, but it's CoQ10 is the perfect thing to add to your Essential 1, or Essential 1 is the perfect thing to add to your CoQ10. And then, of course, you follow with omega-3s because your body can't make those either. So these are ingredients that, even though our body has the ability to make small amounts, trace amounts of CoQ10, with age, with stress, defines our existence, with medications we take, CoQ10 levels become even more compromised. So CoQ10 functions exactly like a vitamin. I often say there's no more vitamin-like vitamin than CoQ10. So it is critically important to everything that is precious about human existence. So that's why I always say it's at the very top of the list, and especially our CoQ10, because it is so comprehensive. It's not just CoQ10. As I always say, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So CoQ10 could be this incredibly strong link in that chain because it is so important. But if you don't provide those other links, then you have no chain. So CoQ10 really needs those other components to breathe life into what an incredibly important ingredient it is. And that's why our product is so uniquely, positively, and really perfectly reviewed.
Yeah, I know we don't have a long presentation on this, but if you do have time, go read some of the reviews. There are thousands and thousands of perfect 5-star reviews on this product. People absolutely love the Coenzyme Q10 that Andrew brings us. So if you'd like to take advantage of that extra savings, this is the best time to do it. But we are going to keep on moving here because we have more in store for you. Remember, if you tune